HP2 Spiritual Calm. This interesting formula vibrates on the frequency of ultraviolet and violet and the corresponding energy of yellow. It is our tricuspid constitutional formula. The tricuspid constitution is the upper right quadrant of the heart, linked with all the correlative and corresponding organs of the upper right of the structure. This formula is for the brain, for the eyesight, and also for the central nervous system. It's our relationship with our fathers. When we are tiny children, we have a profoundly deep relationship with our fathers. And this relationship continues throughout our lives. It's very intriguing that little girls often want to marry their fathers, and when they grow up, if they've had a loving and close and wonderful relationship with their fathers, that's certainly what they frequently do. If you have a void of father in your life, this does impact very, very much so on your thought processes and your brain and your intellect, and also your sight. It is a fascinating thing that our relationships form interesting roles in the way we think, the way we feel, the way we develop, the way we grow up. Little boys want to be like their father. Little boys want to do what their fathers do. They want to actually mimic and copy and be like their daddies. Of course, when there are breakdowns in this relationship, such as void of father or absence of father, or even an aggressive relationship from father, this often impacts on our ability to relate to men throughout our lives, or if we are men, in our ability to grow up and become strong in our ideals and our abilities. This is a very noble formula. The tricuspid constitution is a noble person who has a great sense of integrity and honor and belief systems. They're very charismatic, they're strong, they're leaders. The tricuspid valve is the leading valve of the heart, and in consequence, the relationship of the father, the provider, the protector of the family, the person who actually supports his family through love and integrity and nobility. The opposite of those emotions are anger, brutality, aggression, cruelty, attack, war, all the things that go wrong when somebody is going through difficult times in a relationship. Rows, cross voices, aggression, all of these emotions impact on the liver meridian, the gallbladder meridian, the stomach meridian, furthermore, the central nervous system. This fascinating vibration, ultraviolet and violet and yellow, form a very, very powerful support system for the interesting illnesses that occur when this energy is broken down. Certain bacteria vibrate on the frequency of violet and ultraviolet. Certain chemicals vibrate on this frequency. So if we are overpowered by chemicals, there are many in our environment that cause us quite serious health problems. It is very important to understand that these chemicals can impact and cause very deep and complicated emotional situations. And one of the most very important to understand is hyperactivity, ADHD. Children who are hyperactive are frequently children that have been poisoned by the chemicals in the environment that have a negative impact on this particular heart valve. These are the chemicals that are linked with petrochemicals, for example, certain chemicals in the environment like salt. They cause high blood pressure. We all know that too much salt in our diet makes us ill. And of course there are certain things like sugar. Too much sugar in our diet also makes us ill. And too much sugar leads to illnesses of the pancreas. And this formula supports the pancreas meridian as well. There are many, many aspects to trying to understand the correlation between a breakdown of an emotional relationship and the resultant health problems. There's a great deal more to talk to about these fascinating formulas, these powerful, powerful constitutional formulas. It is very interesting that many of you may be aware of the Chinese concept of the philosophy of constitution. And they talk about the fire, the wood, the metal, the earth, and the water constitutions. Well, this constitution is the wood constitution. The relationships that we have with our fathers as little children, with our husbands when we grow up, with ourselves as husbands when we grow up. Our relationships with male relationships, and also our children, our little boy children, especially when they grow up. So these relationships are very, very important. There is an exquisite relationship, 423 nanometers, which is the vibration of a healthy vibration with our fathers. That is the frequency of violet. This violet formula is monumentally supportive. If you'd like to know more about this formula, please don't hesitate to contact us.